We are super excited to welcome back to the Kelly Alexander Show two Canadian pop legends. Can I call you legends? I'm calling you legends.
Called one legend.
No, two legends, two
Sean
legends.
Desmond, Jamie Fine. This is so exciting. I'm so thrilled to be able to talk to you about your latest collaboration or first collaboration, Body, and so many things going on. So first of all, I didn't know that. How did you guys actually meet? And I'll start with Sean.
So we met first time. We'd been talking over text for a little bit, but then we met at my show in Ottawa when I was there last year. First time we met, I saw her like side stage, and I automatically went down to the audience and gave her like the biggest hug because I had heard like nothing but the most amazing things about Jamie. And then we talked a lot, like in the dressing room after the show. That's how I remember it. And then I was like, your girlfriend at the time. I'm like, she's really hot. So watch out, keep her away from me. Uh,
Still does that every single time we get
I do.
together.
That's
Still
the
warning me to
thing.
keep Vic away from her.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Jamie, how do you remember it? And also, I wanted to ask you, for sure, Sean has to be somebody that you looked up to as a Canadian artist, before you kickstarted your career. So what does he mean to you?
What a romantic question. Um,
Yeah, Jamie,
I,
what do I
I've
mean to you?
I've literally gassed you up way too much. Like I don't even know how your head fits out
I
the
know.
friggin' family door, but whatever. I do remember it the same way. A part to your question, I remember it the exact same way, and it was such a beautiful. I mean, Ottawa's my hometown, right? And so, I think a lot of our fans overlap here, and just the crowd seeing that connection before we even thought about doing a song together was really, really beautiful for us, and for me. But the B part to your question, yeah, I think you're hard pressed to find anybody who's doing music nowadays that can't say that Sean was a huge part of inspiring us to create and to be an artist in this specifically in this country. Um, but I think that when I was a kid, I used to listen to music. I used to have a very few songs on my MP3 player. It was gray. I didn't iPods didn't exist yet. It was gray, and I remember listening to music. And I would always picture myself performing, and then I'd listen to Sean's music, and I can't dance, so I get pissed off. Like I get mad because I'm like, I can't picture performing this stupid song because I can't dance.
But you always say that, but you can
No,
dance.
no, Daddy, I can't dance like you.
But you can dance though.
Okay, I can do this
You can
really
keep
well.
no, you got
Yeah.
come on, come
Whatever.
on.
But my point being is that I really truly would listen to the music and picture myself performing. And that's one of the reasons performance is one of the most important parts of what I do. A lot of people can get in rooms with people who can write music for them. A lot of people can learn how to produce, learn how to this. But being a performer, that is something you are born to do or not born to do. I really believe that to my core. And looking up to him in that way was probably one of the most influential parts of what I do.
How did you guys decide to collaborate? And like, how quickly did that all come together, Sean?
It came together pretty quick, actually. I was doing a whole bunch of writing for my project, and somebody had brought, actually, Joel, the producer who produced Body, was like, "Hey, we should work with Jamie." And I was like, she's in Ottawa." He's like, she might be here. So I texted Jamie. I was like, "Hey, are you in town?" She was actually in Niagara Falls. And I was like, "I'm doing some writing next week. Would you be down to come and do a couple of days?" And she was like, "Hell yeah." So that's how that happened. And then we got into the studio day one. We wrote like a song that was kind of like okay, medium. It wasn't great. I don't even remember it, to be honest. I don't think Jamie does either. And then on the second day, we came. Sorry, on the back half of the first day, we started writing Body, and we're like, okay, when we come back in tomorrow, we need to finish this. And literally, we came in within like a half an hour. The song was written. I go in and record the whole song myself, and I'm like, oh, this is amazing. It's great. Go home, and I'm listening to it, and I'm like, Jamie sounded so good singing this in the studio with me. I'm like, I think she needs to be on the song with me. So I called her like right away and I was like, hey, how would you feel about like being on Body? And she was like, well, I'm kind of like annoyed that you didn't ask me when we were at the studio, but yes, I want to be on it.
Did you guys know that you had something special right away, like especially after you put your vocals on there, Jamie?
Oh, I think it was pretty clear right away. It's funny because a lot of people are like, we should collab. And then you'll get in a room with somebody and you'll put, both your vocals down and it doesn't sound as great as you think that it was going to, especially on a record versus in the room. And I think Sean was saying that Joel, the producer there, listened to it as he was mixing my vocals. I went home, recorded, and sent them to him, and he was like, "You guys sound nuts together." And that we were like very thankful for that because obviously in the room, a lot of people can collaborate, but it ended up meshing really well, and we knew that we had fire in a bottle for sure.
Yeah.
Now, I have been saying this since the song came out. We've been playing it on my show and obviously on the station in general at Virgin Montreal. I've been saying, I said this to my audience out loud in a microphone through speakers, that you guys should drop an EP together. Are you going to do that?
Everybody's
Everybody,
asked.
Jamie, everybody is saying that. Like, it's crazy. I actually don't hate the idea. I would actually love to do something like that. And especially with somebody like Jamie, who I genuinely love. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people can collaborate and do things, but you can tell there's no like real connection there. You know what I'm saying? Like with Jamie, it's like sincere, it's genuine, and I literally love her so much. I don't know how she feels about it, but I would love to do that.
I think it would be crazy. You heard it here first on Kelly. We're dropping an EP.
I
Yeah.
put this out now. I'm going to be like, they told me they're doing it, and now Ren this is a social media clip.
Verbal agreement.
Yeah, yeah. Our managers are going to be thrilled.
Yeah.
Another project for 2025. Message for your Montreal fans, Sean.
Honestly, Montreal has, and I'm not just saying this to gas Montreal up, but Montreal has been one of my favorite places to perform in. Um, the fans are absolutely insane. Montreal fans have like this European quality where like they don't really care about like who's up like performing the music because they just love the music. You know what I mean? And I love that about Montreal. And I've like my drunkest nights have been like in Montreal. Just saying. I don't drink anymore. I'm 2 years sober, but my drunkest nights have been in Montreal. And honestly, it's been so good for me. It's been so good to me ever since like Shook came out because Shook was like my big entry into Montreal. So anytime I'm there, I have the best time, and I have so much love for Montreal.
Jamie?
It's hard to, I love when people ask me about Montreal because I don't want to upset the rest of Canada. I do not, but candidly, Montreal, as what Sean just said, the quality of fan there and listener is insane. They are a very like they are the perfect, well-rounded fan where they go to the shows, and even if music is unreleased, they are so
Engaged.
yeah, they're so engaged and they care in a huge way. And not to say, the rest of Canada doesn't. It's just there. I think every artist can feel it. Once you head to that city, you can feel the crowd a little differently than everywhere else that I've ever performed in the world. Anyway,
Yeah,
they're very important. I think fans for both of us, and we're really thankful for everything they've given both of us in our career.
Yeah.
yeah.
I love you both. Congratulations on the song, and I'm waiting on the CP now.
Thank you so much, Kelly.
Friggin' right,
Honestly,
you're the first to know.
yeah, thank you for taking the time. This is great.